Well, good morning, zombies. It's 2:56 in the just flashed 2:57 a.m. on the West Coast. It is October 4th, 2023. Are we emotionally screwed up, sleep deprived, or are we sleep deprived, emotionally screwed up? Because if you are, you're my kind of zombie this morning. Speaking of which, you've heard about it. About between 2:20 and probably 3 o'clock, they're going to be government's going to be testing out the emergency alert systems on our phones just to see if the 5G can actually hold up, can actually work through this thing. And if they can, then we're going to be hearing our phones scream for just probably a few seconds, and after that, nothing. It's just a phone test, but apparently there are people out there making conspiracy theories about this. President Biden, according to the conspiracy theory out there, is going to be turning people into zombies. Rolling Stones had did an article about it. A friend of mine has got it on his YouTube. Newsweek. Unfortunately, I have to subscribe to Newsweek to get those articles. Once once you're past the free, you got to subscribe. That's the one thing he hadn't said anything about. CNN's got something about it, just telling people, but nothing about the zombie apocalypse. I heard about some of this shit that they were talking about. And I'm not pulling back the language or the punches. People thought the vaccines to the COVID-19 were going to be turning people into other than. We're not going to be normal. In fact, we're going to be, and fill in the damn conspiratorial blank on that crap, because that's what people are expecting these days. But you know what? I got one thing to say to them. I had the vaccines 3 times already. I don't like needles. That's why I haven't got the fourth one yet. I don't know if the new variation's out there. I hadn't come across it yet, so my body hasn't recognized it, or I haven't come across anybody else. However, I did have a class over at Antelope Valley College canceled out because of possible infection until everyone else got tested and quarantined and produced. Okay, fine. Someone may have, but triggered a false positive, and then I had to miss several. I had to miss a couple of days of class on that one, which gave me more time to do in a class project. Use my time productively at this point. During the COVID nightmare that we had a whole bunch of people talking about what things are going to happen, what this is going to happen, how scary it's going to be, this, that, and everyone's freaking out. You know what I heard yesterday over at the House of Circus, or is it the Circus House of Representatives, if they call themselves that? The fear mongering, the same crap I heard and read online, especially those who are kept saying that they wanted to get uh, our representative of Kern County out of the speakership. I love this one. I mean, I gotta love this one here. Matt Gaetz wants McCarthy out. Okay, so he manufactured this grief going on, and during the time when Kevin McCarthy was trying to sell his soul to all the little demons, that includes Matt Gaetz. Gaetz called him on it. As soon as we had the congressional shutdown happening, just on the verge of it, McCarthy went to the Democrats, got a temporary deal of some sort, got the bill's continuing resolution signed up for 45 days during that time, and then got burned alive by the Republicans, well, so to speak, anyway. Chastised like crazy, and Gates says, "Yes, now I got it against the guy. Now I get to do this to him." Ah. So he was going full tilt boogie on the damn Congress, on the reps at this point. All the Trumplicans were like, "Well, we're not quite so sure." And the Democrats said, "Well, he's already burned us once. He hadn't worked with us. He's been burning the Democrats like crazy. He knew what was going on. He knew he was going to lose his job. He was trying to keep this demeanor. Oh, I'm so cool. Nothing's going to happen to me. And what happens? He got his ass kicked. Throws out the speaker crap out of his office. Still keep it, but he's still keeping his office. So he's just not going to decorate it saying, "I'm leader." Well, he's got to get rid of that crap. They got a temporary leader in the circus rep. Gates ain't going for it. Said, "Oh, I don't want it. I just want to throw out him."
I just want to be a good little demon at this point, Harry. I don't want to seize power just yet, but I'll seize my power yet. I just want him suffer and squirm. He squirmed enough. We gotta throw his ass in the pit.
Yeah, well, Matt Gates for you. He looks like one anyway. I'd seen his profile. He looks like a damn demon in the face. He's scary. He's creepy looking, actually. And McCarthy looked like a person he was going to be selling his soul out for anything and everything, and he did. So he paid a price. About a year into a speakership and gets his ass kicked. So now we got temporary until they can go through another week or two of locating a new one. Just won't be official, but they shut down for the rest of the week. How about that one? Shut down for the rest of the week. How about that?
We get to shut down power for a week. Nothing gets done in Congress.
That's your Trumplicans for you. Shall we talk about the old gas backup in New York? He's in there. He got his ass chewed. Damn fool. I ought to call him a mental little idiot at this point over here. I mean, his brains have got to be going meltdown on there in his cranium. Go after a judge and a clerk and a senator at the same time. And then he gets the gag on him. No, I'm just waiting for him to get that thing pulled off so he can just go insane. I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't blame him going insane like that. Because I already know he's insane. Okay. So, shall we get back to the zombie apocalypse? Today we're supposed to be having a zombie apocalypse because there's supposed to have been some kind of weird ass signals to the vaccinations in our bloodstream, according to the conspiracy theories out there. But let's enjoy the fun, shall we?
Okay. I got injected 3 times, so now I got the fluids just going through here. I may have the little particles in my bloodstream at this point over here. Now what's going to happen? There's going to be an ultra high frequency coming through the phones, vibrating at such a rate that it's going to be connecting to the chemicals in my body. Isn't it wonderful? And then it's supposed to do some kind of transmorphic something to me in my body, in my brain, to where I'm supposed to be.
Oh, good Lord, am I losing it today? But no, we get to hear the phones. Maybe if I had actually had 2 or 3 phones on at the same time, maybe it'll make this thing a lot weirder. So today, around 2:30, or between 2:20 and 3 o'clock, I'm going to be hauling ass home. I'm going to be on a dial a ride, get my ass home from the bus. And I'll probably not film it. Well, maybe I should. I don't want to film anybody in the process. Shit. You ever seen so many Karen videos out there? Oh my God. You do something on the streets with a camera and everyone else goes crazy. Doesn't matter if it's a camera phone on a mount or a professional camera and you're doing a professional job for something. And then you have outsiders coming around you and going,
You can't do that.
man, I'm not even near your property over here, but if you want to be on your property,
Call the cops, call the cops.
so call the cops, man. I can call the cops myself. And this is the shit that the zeros and ones got me pegged in for Google and not to mention on YouTube. and also on Facebook as well. This is the kind of stuff. Okay, so how do I deal with it? If I'm going to be walking among the businesses, it's way too early in the morning. Nobody's open during that time, except traffic going to Edwards Air Force Base. Or maybe some traffic heading over to the 14th freeway, but that's about it. The only businesses open is the gas stations, the 24/7 gas stations, and most of them have access to bathrooms, and it's much needed. Between here and the bus stop over where I got to go to, I got maybe two opportunities to use the toilet. Personal? Ugh, I'm getting gross. Yeah, but I'm not blaming it on the damn vaccinations at this point over here. It's just a typical morning if I have to get up early, too damn early in the morning, and I got to crawl out of here about 5. Haul ass over to the bus stop, taking me about an hour and a half on that one, slow walk, and get supplies necessary for the morning or for the rest of the day. Bear claw or two, a couple of maybe a bottle of water, Gatorade, shove it in my bag if I got any room left, and then just drag the shit over to the bus stop, and then hope, just hope, nothing wrong will go. I'll start to sound like Yoda. Wrong, nothing it will. Hmm? Wait, you will. Hmm? All I need is the Yoda ears. So, getting back to the phones. I gotta make fun of this damn thing here. Everyone's going crazy with the zombie apocalypse.
Well, I'm already a control the freak right now anyway, out and about. Using a weird ass voice, why not this one here? I'm just going to rub my hands because they're irritating me like crazy. Neuropathy will do that to you. And so now we will talk in a strange voice, not our own. Cracking as and irritating as the tone and the sound is. These phones that we have. Wonderful telephone. I can't even pronounce the words correctly. Telecommunication devices was the proper terminology I was trying to use at this point. And then these signals are supposed to be emanating from here. Emanating, I say. And then they're supposed to be doing something inside of our bloods, turning us to be zombies. We are zombies. Isn't it wonderful? We're going to be controlled. We're going to be manipulated. We're going to be. What the hell are we going to be in the first place? I don't know. But isn't it wonderful? And now you're probably wondering when I'm going to go back to quote unquote normal. Normal. There's no such thing as normal anymore. Is there? Didn't you know we're in the month of October at this point? We are allowed to freak out. I must keep the tone down. I must keep the tone down because I'll be disturbing my neighbors. We mustn't do that. Disturb the Karens, they may be. Oh no, we cannot disturb the Karens. We cannot scream out or freak out as much. No, not that much. We might go outside and be caught on camera. Oh no! My only defense is another camera. And put them on tape. And show them to the theoretical law enforcement out there. Ooh, who's proving who these days? Ooh. Alright, enough of this damn crap.
I mean, I can only go through the theatrics for a time, and then after that, I'm asking myself, what the hell am I doing this morning? I mean, seriously, what the hell am I doing to myself this morning? Driving myself crazy? Well, I think I'll send this insanity over to my tuber pal out there, Mr. Artist in Recovery. And yes, I did glance over the article concerning about Rolling Stone. I did not glance over the article concerning about Newsweek because I have to have a subscription for it. So for right now, so right now, it is what it is.